Well, moving on, NPP leader James Sangma, talking to Frontier TV, said that NPP has accepted its defeat in the recently declared assembly election results and will work as a constructive opposition. The NPP has set up a committee to look into details, the reason why the party had unexpectedly performed so unwell. James also said that the party is still focused and united and will do its best in the next elections.
Well, Mr. James, like we are given to understand that NPP has won just 2 seats in Garo Hills out of the 32 contested, and now with the results which are there, it gives an impression that PS Sangma or NPP has not performed well, and people have not given their mandate to your party. So, what are your reaction and how you're gonna play your constructive role in opposition at this juncture?
Firstly, I'd like to say that whatever the results that have come out in this general election, we accept the mandate given by the people, and it's unfortunate and it is unexpected that the NPP got only 2 seats. We had expected much more. Well, the factors and the reasons for this performance is, I think, it's a time for us to look back into where we may have made certain mistakes, and time for us to introspect. And we have actually come up and set up a committee to go into details as to why the NPP performed so badly. I think it's wrong on your part to say that the charisma of Mr. P.S. Sangma is on the decline, because I think one election is not enough to really come out with that kind of a conclusion, because one needs to only go to the grassroots and go to the village and talk to the people, the common people, and you will come to know that Mr. P. Sangma still is the leader of the Garos, and it is very much a known fact. And I think one of the reasons which I can just say for now why the NPP may have fared so poorly in this election is that we are a very new party, and it's been since August. It's just been about 5-6 months since the party was newly formed, and for any party to suddenly come up and have an excellent performance is natural. It's understandable.
Like Mr. James, like we were told, like many independent candidates were contesting, and there were many coal mafias who were actually, funding elections, and a lot of money has exchanged hands, which could be one of the reasons. Like many parties, including UDP, NPP, has not performed well. So, do you think that money power in Garo Hills or entire Meghalaya could be one reason for even NPP's defeat, or how do you read to this?
Well, it's unfortunate, yes, as you're rightly saying, that elections in these times are really based on money power, and I think it would not be wrong on my part to say that yes, a lot of money power has played influence, has had a lot of influence on the outcome of these elections. But I think at the same time we also have to factor in uh, the thing that delimitation took place, and with delimitations, a lot of the sitting MLAs, a lot of the candidates had to re-strategize, had to rework their areas, and which has really been a very difficult task, not just for sitting MLAs but for other candidates as well. So these are some things that this election, it was expected that there would be a very unexpected outcome, and that is what has happened. And I guess for us, it is time for us to just look back and learn from where we've gone wrong, and come out stronger from all these from whatever we've learned in the past few days.
Your party has taken up the issue of corruption in Meghalaya, where time and again the opposition at that point of time have nailed the ruling government here. But despite that, people have not listened to your campaigns. That's what we see, that 2 seats. So, do you think that in it's that the issues which the NPP takes up actually do not reach to the people who needs to know about it, or the ground reality is different? Where, as you say, that most of the remote areas of Garo Hills, where people are mostly ignorant, people don't have access to information, could be one reason that people, at the time of voting, whoever party goes there and pumps in a lot of money is voted to power.
I think you're right. Issues are very much there, but the sad part is, as you rightly put it, that dissemination of this information does not percolate down to the grassroots, and a lot of people are unaware of what is really happening, and how certain issues are affecting their lives and their livelihoods. So I think that is also very true, that it is a part of information not reaching down, and people not being aware that these are sorry these are things which have been affecting the lives of people.
In the earlier government, we have seen that you and Conrad had been very, very aggressive in the House. Today, with the absence of Conrad, how do you think that you alone, leading the voice of the Garo Hills, will be able to put the voice for the people in the House?
Yeah. um, yes, Conrad will be sorely missed in this coming assembly, and I feel that it's a great loss for this entire state. A leader like him, a statesman like him, a firebrand leader like him is surely going to be missed in this assembly. But we may be just two in number, but I believe that democracy is about the voice of even one person, and we as representatives of the people, we as a party, we will continue to raise and concerns and voice the concerns of people in the assembly. We will always be very alert and hold the government accountable, and we will act as watchdogs, and we will ensure that we play our role as a constructive opposition.
So you rightly said constructive opposition. What are the kind of issues and how do you strategize to work against the government, or say no to government if the government is doing something wrong?
Well, the platform is the floor of the House, and there are various means by which we will be able to raise all these issues, be it questions or be it motions or resolutions, and that is how we plan to take up issues. I mean, there are ample amount of other opportunities also, may not be on the floor of the House, but through RTI and all these other means that we will be able to raise issues.
My last question, like parliamentary elections are 15 months away from now, and Meghalaya has just 2 seats in the Lok Sabha. In such a situation, how is NPP is going to work out, or NPP has any plans, or if no, just tell us something about it.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, we as a party, we have a plan, and we plan to go ahead and work very, very hard on this next elections. We have a lot of challenge that is there for us, and I believe that we are still very united. We are still very focused on the task at hand, and we have a strategy worked out, which will be fine-tuned over the next few months. So I cannot really divulge what our strategy is, but it is an ongoing process, and we will be continuing to work on this strategy.
Thank you so much for talking to us.